Ladies and gentlemen, what is this?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yes guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I wanted to go through in a little bit more detail Boruto chapter 51. Because in my initial live reactions, I don't always soak it in. The chapter kicks off directly how the previous one ended, with Isshiki questioning why Boruto thinks he can't be killed, as Boruto basically calls his bluff and reads Isshiki like a book to learn the truth. After the fight against Boruto realised he was an important asset to Ishiki's plan, and thus his life was safe. Sort of. We discovered that the reason he's safe, for now at least, is because Isshiki plans to use Boruto, or more specifically Momoshiki, to create a divine tree. Which isn't quite what I had predicted. I was obviously going off some small little hints that the anime had sprinkled in there for us, and I was trying to guess it, but oh well. Anyway, as I was saying, Isshiki is planning to use Momoshiki as food for the Ten Tails to feast on in order to become the divine tree, which is why the Otsutsuki tend to travel in pairs on missions. For example, Kinshiki would have been the one to be fed to the Ten Tails, with Momoshiki being the one to watch over it. But now, the roles are different. Momoshiki no longer has a pair. And with Kaguya now MIA, the one who was originally planned to be fed to the Ten Tails, yes, that's right by the way, the big, bad, OP villain that everyone struggled to defeat, she's the Kinshiki of the two. I just thought that when you thought of it and compared the two like that, it was just crazy to me. Anyway, Momoshiki being plant food. I don't know about you, but he won't take this all too well, I don't think. Which may be how both Boruto and Momoshiki can call for a slight truce, or at least a temporary truce. As Momoshiki will want to ensure that Boruto is safe so that A, he can fully resurrect, but B, he will want to make sure that Isshiki is defeated so that when he does eventually resurrect, he's not just fertilizer for an angry plant. This may explain why in the fast forward at the beginning of the series, Boruto's still Boruto and not Momoshiki, despite him already being 70 to 80% resurrected right now, because he will have it all under control with the help of Momoshiki. Similar to how Naruto and Kurama managed to put aside their own disagreements and work together to help benefit each other to overcome a goal they had in common. Now, I do want to touch on this scene between Amado and Kawaki, even though I really don't have that much to add to it right now. The only thing I can think of is that this karma, despite it all the hell that it's caused, it's the only thing which has made Kawaki really worthy to anyone. Without it, he could possibly view himself as a nobody. Obviously, he strived to achieve this normal life, so to speak, but now that he's on the verge of getting it, he may be having second thoughts. But to be honest, I really don't know how to interpret right now, so I'll ask you guys to let me know what you think in the comment section, and maybe I'll make another video on the topic at another point. With that out of the way though, let's discuss the elephant in the room. Or fox, you could say.
Boo! You stink!
Because I know this is what you've all been waiting for. Naruto's brand new transformation. I can't believe I'm even saying this. I never expected to be making a video about a brand new Naruto transformation. I thought that my chance to do that ended years ago. Yet here we are. But, to be honest, as cool as it looks, I want to mainly focus on the fact that Naruto is throwing away his life in exchange for this power. And how everyone, all the fans, are now preparing themselves for his death. I've got good news, however. He won't die. Well, he might, but I feel confident in saying he won't. And this is for a number of reasons. 1. The flash forward. Kawaki or Isshiki says that they will send Boruto to where they sent the 7th Hokage. Now, as things stand right now, at the end of this chapter, Naruto is the one in charge of his own fate. Nobody else. So if they are to kill Naruto or seal Naruto, whatever it is Kawaki / Isshiki mean in that flash forward, it would have to happen now. That being said, I think that if they were to kill him or seal him, it would somewhat ruin that heroic sacrifice that he's made slightly. But reason number 2, Sasuke has had a kabazillion death flags recently in both the manga and even the anime. And I know just because a character has had death flags, it doesn't necessarily mean automatically that they will die. But the odds are massively bumped up. And when Sasuke has the ability to use Rinne Rebirth, as much as I hate the technique, he's likely to use it. Because I can't see Sasuke not doing so. He knows that the village needs Naruto more than it needs him. He knows that he's the one who deserves to die to atone for his sins, and not Naruto. That's the whole reason he refused to get a new arm when he was given the chance. So I can't see why Sasuke wouldn't risk his own life and sacrifice his own life in order to bring back Naruto. And with Boruto being able to travel through dimensions now too with the use of the Karma Seal, it makes the need for Sasuke's Rinnegan less important to the plot, which is just another little side note on why Sasuke could potentially be dying. And so the Rinne Rebirth, it's part of the lore, love it or hate it, you just can't ignore it. So I firmly believe that Sasuke will die and not Naruto. But they are going to be using Naruto's death over the next chapter or two as a way to build drama. That being said, I don't think Naruto is going to come back like he is now. He's going to get severely nerfed, as when a Jinchuriki dies, the tailed beast within is reborn over time, as they're purely just chakra at the end of the day and not actually a living being. So, albeit not confirmed, as there's no known instances of this happening as I'm aware, I don't think that the Rinne Rebirth would affect Kurama at all. As like I said, when a Jinchuriki dies, that tailed beast then disperses and disappears until later on in the future, where they eventually will build up and be reborn. And by reviving Naruto like this, you can keep him in the plot, but in exchange you greatly weaken him, forcing Boruto and the new generation to step up and finally make the story their own a little bit more. But it will also be sad to lose Kurama. Also, another thing backing up Sasuke being the one dying, like we always bring up every single time the topic arises, Boruto is wearing all of this in the flash forward. And then also, Naruto's not met Kashin Koji yet, and I refuse to believe he will die before he gets the chance to meet the clone of Jiraiya. It would be so much wasted potential that I don't even want to begin thinking about a bag being fumbled that hard by Kodachi. And so you add all of these together and I easily come to the conclusion that Naruto is not dying, but prepare yourselves because our boy Sasuke is. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. Do you actually think that Naruto's dying? Do you think it's going to be that obvious? Or do you expect a late twist in the plot like Boruto so often delivers? I expect if Naruto or Sasuke is to die, expect chapter 54 or 55 to be the one where it happens. Also, leave a like on this video if you did enjoy this video and the chapter. Subscribe if you're not already to become a member of the Senpai Squad. And as always, I'll be seeing you guys in another video very, very soon. Peace.